You will be yourself giving the keynote address during this Congress in April 2017. And the theme is actually consciousness, the foundation of health, happiness, and long life. And this is also your topic that you're covering. And could you give us a short hint why consciousness is so important in healthcare?
Consciousness has been recently, which means in the past 20, 30 years, a quite an interesting and very debated topic in modern science, modern psychology, and even in the field of medicine and healthcare. We used to think that consciousness is just one kind of a screen on which our experiences are projected. And with the discoveries of the unified field of natural law, which shows that everything that is outside, that is material, our body formed out of organ systems and organs, the organs made out of tissues, the tissues out of cells, the cells themselves made out of molecules. And if you look deeper, the molecules are made out of atoms, themselves made out of elementary particles. Then we get to different fields of natural law. And these fields of electromagnetism, weak forces, strong forces, and gravity have been unified into one unified field of all the laws of nature. So in a very simple analogy of what science tells us today about how everything in nature is actually constructed, made of, and built from that unmanifest pure field of being, which we call in modern scientific terminology the unified field, is really what the Veda tells us, what Ayurveda tells us, what Maharishi Ayurveda tells us about all that we know in creation. So the source of all order in the manifest creation, the source of all expressions in the manifest creation is one field. And that field happens to be the field of consciousness, the pure field of pure awareness. And it is that pure awareness which, reverberating within itself, creates all the other aspects. So it is like the source of a river. The source is what creates the river, what allows the river to flow. And that is the importance of connecting back to the source, connecting back to consciousness. And that is what Maharishi Ayurveda offers. It offers technologies, practical techniques, practical methods to bring the intelligence of the individual, the awareness of the individual, back to the real self, which is consciousness, and which has been shown through hundreds of scientific research studies to enliven all aspects of mind, intellect, body, and also physical health and removal of disease, and in behavior, and in social peace and happiness. So Ayurveda, which attempts and wants to create an integrated system of wholeness of life, is really benefiting, and even more than just benefiting, it has the necessity to dive deep and take power and energy and intelligence from the source of what makes life orderly and strong, which is life, meaning also on the level of the physiology, is our health and our wholeness of physiology. So consciousness is really primary in this. It's not just some additional something that we can use on the surface. Consciousness actually has a direct effect on mental health, physical health, behavior, and social health.
Thank you, Dr. Nader. I think for all those who are already practicing Ayurveda, I think this Congress will be most exciting for them to hear about the fundamental of Ayurveda, what it really is, and how consciousness plays the biggest role actually. So I think this will attract a huge number of Ayurveda practitioners and health professionals in Europe and especially in the United Kingdom.